If your life feels off track right now, it's not random. You've been ignoring something you know you should fix. You see, most men don't wreck their lives in one big, obvious mistake. They do it quietly, in small moments they don't think matter. Imagine you're navigating a boat. You've got a starting point and a destination. You set your heading and you take off. But somewhere along the way, your course shifts, just slightly. You see it, you know you're off, but it's not enough to concern you. So you leave it and you keep moving. The next day, you're still off. A little more now. You notice it again, and again, you do nothing. Not because you can't fix it, but because it's easier not to. So you keep going, day after day, small error ignored, small correction avoided, until eventually you should have arrived, but you haven't. There's no land in sight, nothing familiar. And now you've got a problem you can't ignore. Not because it happened suddenly, but because you let it happen repeatedly. What should have been a small adjustment has now become a major problem. And it didn't have to be. You see, the part most men don't want to admit is that you didn't get here by accident. You got here by neglect. By choosing over and over not to correct what you knew was wrong. And now the cost is higher, the correction is harder, and the consequences are real. And you know what? It's your fault. And I'm sorry to be blunt, but that's the reality. And I know because I've been there. I've looked for others to blame, but the only one standing there was me. It's a cold, hard reality, I know. It's easier to blame somebody else or factors that are out of your control. And that's because it shifts the responsibility for your actions or inactions to someone or something else. It makes us feel good to blame outside factors. We like playing the victim. And that's how men lose direction. Not in one decision, but in the refusal to make one. We all, and I mean all of us at one time or another, find ourselves heading in the wrong direction. It's not being off course that's the problem. It's recognizing it and not making the correction that's needed. And when a man refuses to correct his course, it doesn't just affect him. It affects everything and everyone that depends on him. In the end, it isn't about achieving a goal, building wealth, or becoming a champion. Don't get me wrong, those are great and worthy of your time and effort. In the end, it's about becoming the kind of man who doesn't let things slide. The kind of man who sees what's wrong and does something about it. The kind of man who is a leader in his family, his community, and his church. The kind of man others can depend on. The kind of man God created you to be. You become that man, and all the other things you want to achieve will follow. So how do we get there? How do we go about becoming that man? Well, the first thing I would say is don't assume you can fix everything at once. You didn't get there overnight, and you're not going to fix it overnight. If you keep trying to fix everything at once, you won't fix anything. You'll stay stuck, overwhelmed, spinning your wheels, and nothing will actually change. If you know you've been avoiding responsibility and your life is off track, don't just sit there. You need to fix it. Start the 7-day Faith and Fortitude Challenge and give yourself a clear structure to start taking control immediately. Link in the description. Now, here's how you actually start making the course correction. 1. Decide who you actually are trying to be. Most men drift because they've never made a clear decision about who they're trying to become. It can't be vague and it can't be someday. It's got to be clear. What kind of man are you trying to be a year from now? 2. Stop trying to fix everything. You don't fix your life all at once. That's exactly how you stay stuck. That's exactly how you become overwhelmed. You pick one area that's off and you start fixing it. You start there. 3. Build your day around what matters. If your day has no structure, your life has no direction. Every day you should know the 2 or 3 things that actually move your life forward. And you handle those first. Don't wait till the end of the day. Do those things first. They should be your priority. 4, put your body under discipline. If you can't control your body, you won't be able to control your life. You need to move. You need to train. Do something physical every day. Doesn't have to be complicated, just something physical. Go for a walk, do some push-ups, something. And not because you feel like it, but because it builds the kind of man who does what needs to be done. 5, do what you said you would do. This is where most men fail. Not because they don't know what to do, but because they don't follow through. If you say you're going to do something, do it. No negotiations. Do it. 6, repeat it. This is not exciting stuff all the time. It's not supposed to be. Direction is built on repetition. You do it again tomorrow, and then you do it again the next day, and the next day, and next week, and next month. And that's how you get back on course. That's how you correct your course. That's how you get to your destination. Not in one big decision, but in the small things you stop ignoring every day. Take the first step. Not everything, just something. Because momentum doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing. It comes from taking action. It comes from making a decision. And once you start, you'll realize something most men never admit. You weren't stuck, you were avoiding responsibility. And the longer you avoid it, the more it costs you. Remember in step 1, I said you should decide what kind of man you're trying to be a year from now? Yeah. Don't wait a year to start acting like the man you want to become. Start acting like him right now. Men of consequence take responsibility for who they are and what they do. And that's something you don't need to wait a year to do. That's something you do today. My name is Dennis Gill, and this is the Faith and Fortitude Project. I want to thank you very much for watching to the end, and I hope you got something out of this. Remember, there's a link in the description for the 7-day Faith and Fortitude Challenge, and I really hope that it helps you get where you want to go. Remember, you need to start today. Take responsibility, make a decision. Not tomorrow, today.